What's up, everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to Tuesday Tips and Tricks. Today is the day, episode 50. I'm your host, Max at WeVideo, and as always, we've got another great episode lined up for you guys today. Before you get started, hi to all of our friends on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as well as hit that bell in the top right corner so you get a notification anytime we release a new video so you can stay up to date. We also have our Tuesday Tips and Tricks landing page, which we'll get to in a sec, but you can go there to see any of our previous episodes as well as subscribe to get an email notification for upcoming episodes. Before we get into the details of today's show, let me bring on our co-host, Tyler Wall.
What is up, Max? What's up, viewers? Happy Tuesday. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in. Special episode today, and we're going to be covering special effects for this special episode, episode 50. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, welcome. We do have a contest going on. Max, you want to break that down for you?
That's probably why a lot of you guys are here.
Yeah.
So in honor of 50 episodes, we are giving away a free 1-year subscription to the WeVideo business plan. Here's how to enter. Remember that Tuesday Tips and Tricks landing page I mentioned earlier? You're going to want to go there. I will paste the link in the comments right now. And then you'll see the page has changed slightly from its usual top hero format. Now, when you enter your email address, you'll be entered to win the 1-year subscription to WeVideo's business plan. We will announce the winner, which will just be chosen at random, during next week's live show. So you have the whole week to enter. You might be thinking, what if I've already subscribed days past? It doesn't matter. Throw your email in again so you can get entered in the contest, and you're good to go. It's easy as that. With that, there it is right there at the bottom.
Great prize.
Yep. And then for all our new attendees, this is a live episode, so we answer our questions during and towards the end, depending if it's relevant to the subject at hand. Also, just let us know where you guys are watching from. We appreciate you all joining us today. And with that, let's get into the bulk of today's topic, which is special effects.
Awesome. Yeah, let's hop right into WeVideo and start going over some special effects. Like Max mentioned, if you guys do have questions as we go along, feel free to fire those off, any editing questions, and we can get to them by the end of the episode. All right. So a couple weeks ago, we did a beginner's course, I guess, on starting with WeVideo in the power plan. This episode is going to be much more in depth, right? We're going to go over a lot of different layers, some cool effects, how we went about making them, and just show you some of the powerful tools that you can use within WeVideo. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. This was our promo for this week's episode. So some of you may have seen this already, but let's go ahead and check it out.
Dude,
in the screen. One tip, if you use these 3 dots here, you can extend your preview screen to be larger. Let's check it out.
finally did it. Episode 50. What should we do? Let's do visual effects. Whoa. So how are you guys going to let people know? Tune in this week to episode 50 of Tuesday Tips and Tricks. We'll be going over fireballs, lightning, all the special effects. We'll also be giving away a 1-year subscription to our WeVideo business plan. I hope to see you all there.
All right. So you guys see a lot of different things going on there. We've got some animation, some actual alpha channel flames happening, lightning. So we'll show you guys the best way to find some of these clips that you can insert. And then we also have our colleague Andrew here. We'll show you how we made this reflection effect happen on his sunglasses using green screen. And then finally, we have Max on this TV screen. So we'll show you how we filled this screen with Max's content, and you can see some of the green screen happening behind him here. So we'll show you how we went about doing that, and obviously answer any questions you guys have along the way. But once again, this episode is intended to, get your creativity going and show you some of the really powerful things you can do within WeVideo. Despite it being aimed at being intuitive for a new user, we do have a lot of abilities to create some really cool effects. So let's go ahead and start off with this simple animation we have happening at the beginning. So 50th episode is scaling in. So I'm going to zoom into my timeline. If you guys haven't used this tool in the bottom right corner, it's very, very useful. This is our zoom tool. So as I slide this over, I'm going to be able to zoom into a specific area of my timeline. It's going to help a lot. All right, so we have this PNG of 50th episode. You can see here when I double click into my clip editor, I have an animation happening. So it starts at 0 and ends right where we want it. So this creates that pop-in effect of the 50th episode, and then we're compounding that with this clip of confetti. So when I go into this confetti clip and I delete my green screen, you can see that this clip was actually a green screen clip we found, and just by using this eyedropper, we're able to make that into an alpha transparent clip. So this is something we'll see throughout this timeline. And let's go ahead and hop into the stock media library to show you how to find some of these cool pre-made animations like this confetti or this fireball or lightning. All right, so plans with the stock media library have a lot at their fingertips. We can go ahead and type in FX, Flash, Alpha Channel, and then something that we want to insert into this clip, like a fireball. You'll see all these pre-made animations within our stock media library. So these are hand-drawn animations that you can just insert into your clips, or over your clips rather, and really bring some cool effects to your videos.
Yeah, so what's really cool about these is when you're previewing it, obviously it looks like the background is black, but most of the time when you drag it onto your timeline, you'll find that it's completely transparent. So you have just the animation popping up. But yeah, just kind of few recommendations when you're searching for this sort of thing is to try and vary your keywords. So if you're looking for fireballs or lightning, try lightning and then effects, just FX, see what you get there. And then you can probably get completely different results if instead of doing that, you actually type out the word effects or do the word flash, fireball, that sort of thing. And then alpha is what will get you a lot of these transparent background. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So play around, like Max said, with the keywords. That's going to help a lot. Really dial in where you want to find some of these clips. Another great tip, and we've gone over this before, so if you're tuning in again, you probably have seen this, but you can filter these to just be videos, images, or audio. And then there's even a further refining. So if we wanted to just see motion graphics, which in this case is what we're after, I can uncheck all of these, and that's really going to help find some of these types of clips. It's a cool asteroid falling.
Another thing that you can also keep in mind is you have the ability to key out any color. So regardless of whether the background is green, maybe it's just blue, or if it's black, you can also try just keying out that color and seeing how it looks. I believe that's what we did with the fireballs that came. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so we can show you exactly how we did this clip. As I scroll through in fast or slow motion, you can see it's not perfect, but for our clip here, we weren't going for total realism here. It's some humor involved, and this clip was actually keyed as well. So as I reset it, you'll see this clip had a black background. So as I pull this in, all I have to do is, again, get into my color keying tab, use this eyedropper tool, select the black area, and that's going to make our key work perfectly. So now we have this fireball that's completely transparent, and I can move it around. Oh, well, since I have an animation, you can see it starts and ends. Starts at my hands, ends all the way over here. But I can move this around, scale it, and really make that fireball work for the situation that we need.
We just had a question come in from Albert related to this, Tyler. He's asking, are you placing the FX effect at the top of the video level or baseline video level? Looks like you're placing it over the video. Want to answer
Great
that?
question. Yeah. So layering is very important, not just with effects, but also in general when you're editing. So anything with text or overlays, you really have to pay attention to what is on the top layer. So in this case, we do want the fireball to be over top of the clip of Max and I. So yes, it needs to be stacked, as you can see, above that clip. Otherwise, we won't be able to see this fireball. So yeah, keep in mind how you stack your tracks, and that's going to help a lot.
Okay, now we have a question from the Sloth Boy channel.
Alrighty.
How do you change audio to make your voice sound silly? So that's not really a feature we do in WeVideo. You can, yeah, I mean, you can augment, obviously increase or decrease the audio level, but changing it entirely is not, unfortunately, a feature we have yet.
Yeah, we don't currently have any sort of filters to make you sound like you're on a megaphone or alien voice, but that's great feedback. We can definitely pass that along to the product team as a requested feature. But yeah, right now we're limited to just minor audio adjustments.
And then kind of while we're addressing questions, we had another one come in. This one was from Sandra Ramirez. Can I straighten a video if it's crooked? So far, all I can do is rotate it by a full 90 degrees. Just wondering if I'm missing something. I love WeVideo because I don't use a ton of space and I can edit anywhere. Well, thanks, Sandra. So to answer your question, you are limited to the 90 degrees. That said, depending on what you're filming in, you likely have the ability to edit there. So for instance, if you're using a smartphone to film and you're slightly crooked, you can actually edit it and straighten it out prior to uploading it to WeVideo.
Yeah, once again, we are limited to just these 90-degree turns right now. But yeah, that's a great tip, Max, is to use your iPhone. Let's go ahead and hop into a green screen effect on Andrew's glasses. All right, so this is a creative way to use green screen within WeVideo. When I reset our color key, you'll see that Andrew has these green cutouts. So Max and I actually cut out some green paper and taped it to these shades. So this is a great way to creatively use green screen. Besides just your traditional background that you would put behind you and replace with, a weather screen or just some other cool background. You can use green screen in a situation like this as well, in which we are creating a reflection effect. So when I go ahead and key out the green, you can see it's revealing the clips underneath. So this pertains to our previous question about layering. You can see our lightning and fire are underneath this clip. So when we key out the glasses, they'll be revealed within that small section. So if I move my clip over, you can actually see the fire and lightning is just happening in this small little area, but it's actually filling up his glasses. So this creates the illusion that we have a reflection on his glasses of this previous clip. And it's a cool way to really use that green screen.
Whoa. So how are you guys going to let people know? Tune in this week.
So there's other ways we could go about doing this. We could use a green piece of paper that you can move around your clip. Yeah, there's lots of different ways you could use green screen. So try that out, play around with that effect as well. It's a really powerful thing to have within our cloud-based software.
All right, so we do have a couple more questions coming in, Tyler. I feel like we should kind of address these intermittently so they don't stack up at the end.
Good call.
All right, this next question is from Matthew Rose. He's asking, any chance there are plans to add the ability to move full tracks up or down? We do choir layering, and when we have another singer added last minute, it is tricky. So I don't know the specific timeline, but I do know for a fact that this is something that our product team is aware of and working on, and hopefully it will be here in the near future.
Yeah, this is a request we've gotten before, but we do know it's being worked on. So,
and speaking of kind of plans for the near future, this other question from Cats and Stuff: will there be more things added to the overlay section in backgrounds? This is on the timeline as well. So, looking forward to seeing that in the near future also. And then this next question is from Albert. Is there a way to edit your video in slow-mo and then ramp up to normal speed? Yes.
Yeah, that's a good question. We can go over the options there. Let me find a good clip. We can use this one of Max. So I'll play this in real time and then show you how we do apply the slow-mo to a ramp up.
Episode 50 of Tuesday Tips and Tricks. We'll be going over firewalls.
So you might want to use this effect on something where, someone's not talking, like Max here. Might not be the best for slow-mo, but you will get the general idea. So double click into your clip editor or hit E for edit. And then we're going to go over to this tab that looks like a stopwatch. This is our speed tab. So we can change the value to -2, and that's going to apply that to this range here. So if I drag this slider over, it'll apply it to the whole clip. I can preview that.
Tuesday Tips and Tricks.
So there you go. He's nice and slow. And I believe the question was asking how to start slow and then ramp up into a normal speed. So we will take this slider, and then you're just going to select the area that you want to be slow. So this would be 1.84 seconds, the beginning of the clip, and then it's going to ramp as soon as it hits this into our normal speed. So let's preview that and see how it looks.
And over firewalls, lightning, all the special effects.
So you can see that change happening.
Tune in this week.
Yeah. And then if you wanted to make that effect even more exaggerated and speed it to twice as fast, what you would do is cut the clip, and then the next clip, so you kind of apply the slow motion and smooth in and out to the first clip. And then with the second clip, you're just applying the fast motion with the smooth in.
Right. Yeah. If you really wanted to make that speed change happen to like a 2x or 3x, yeah, you'd have to actually cut our clip. So you could create that ramp by doing this too. Just apply the slow-mo to the entirety of the clip, and then when you cut it, apply the fast. So switch this to 3 or 2, 2x, 3x, and apply that to the entirety of your clip. Save those changes, and then that ramp's going to happen right where we made the cut.
Yeah, and so if you want it to be kind of more gradual, you can do that. There's a checkbox at the bottom that applies a 1 second smooth in out. So you can do that to the first one and then to the second one, and that'll basically go slow, normal, fast.
Yeah, that smooth in and out's really going to help ramp it instead of it just being that hard switch that we just saw.
Awesome.
Lots of options there.
All right, so we have more questions coming in, and I think we're having, as well as more kind of viewers joining us throughout. So this is just to all our new visitors. We are giving away a 1-year subscription to the WeVideo business plan. And if you weren't aware, this plan does include full access to all of our stock media. So everything that we're doing today can be done with this plan. Here's how you enter. Visit our Tuesday Tips and Tricks landing page. There's the URL right on the screen. And then in the email form right at the top, just put your email and you'll be registered to win. We will be announcing the winner at random during next week's live show. So make sure to tune in for that. And if you have already subscribed to the WeVideo email updates for Tuesday Tips in the past, don't worry, just put your email in again and you'll be entered to win. Cool. All right. Got some more questions coming in. This next one is from Cats and Stuff. Do you guys add all the things to stock media, or can anyone add things there? So that's not user-generated or user-contributed content. So I guess the answer to your question is no.
No, yeah, this is completely generated, and I think we can say it's by Storyblocks, which is a library of stock media. And this is funneling in through WeVideo so that you don't even have to go to a different site. You just pull directly from the stock media tab. If you wanted to contribute clips, the way to do that is simply using your My Media tab, right? So I have all these folders here that are actual things I've shot myself, and then I can upload and keep organized and access through the cloud. So that's the way you would contribute if you wanted to use your own clips.
Cool. Got some more questions. This one's from Grant and Lori. Will you guys ever be working on video stabilization? I can answer that. That is a feature that our product team is aware of. I don't know the specific timeline on that, but obviously our goal at WeVideo is to make WeVideo as robust and feature set as possible and bring video creation to everyone, and so that fits within that. But again, I don't know the timeline. This next one is from BBD Boys. Does WeVideo support 60 FPS? It bumps it down to 30 when I save the video or export it. Tyler, I don't know. Do you know the answer to that?
Yeah, so on our professional plan, the one that you can win for this contest, there is actually a frames per second option. When you go to finish, you'll have this advanced settings, and then we can choose the frame per second all the way up to 60 frames per second. And if you have this plan and you really want to get a different frame rate, you can actually email support and they should be able to help you out. There are situations where we might need 23.976 or, something obscure like that. So there are options there for frames per second.
Cool. Oh my gosh, they just keep coming. Do we want to take a break from questions and get back to or the TV portion of this, Tyler? Or do you want me to continue reading these off?
It's up to you. It's episode 50. I think we can do it whatever we want. If
All right. Well,
people have questions, we should go for it.
Okay. In that case, this one is from the Sloth Boy channel. Are you going to be adding more music soon? I love your cheerful music for my vids. So I don't specifically know kind of what's on the horizon with that. I can remind you that if you didn't know, we have obviously our music tab right here, which has got the free music, the sound effects, the premium music. And then in addition to that, we've also got the music in our stock library, which is different. So if you go to the stock media and then, yep, Tyler's doing great, and then select audio, then you can filter by keywords. This is good for sound effects. You've got way more sound effects here than you do in the other folder, as well as just kind of like mood keywords to help you get specific song you're looking for.
Yeah, so the stock media library is going to be a bit more robust. This is more things that we've picked out ahead of time, especially for the free user plans that you can access immediately. But if you want to find a lot more music, definitely go into our stock media and then just search keywords like happy or inspirational or even a genre of music, and you'll find a lot more. As you can see here, there's tons. And we can just click and preview them. Yeah,
and
there's
then
a good amount of tunes in there.
Any of that music, you're good to use on YouTube. So it's completely licensed, so you don't have to worry about any lawsuit or anything like that. All right. This is another one from Cats and Stuff. How did y'all make such a good and easy to use software? It's a team effort. Big shout out to our product team for working super hard on everything. In the coming weeks, we will be having a featured episode with someone or some people from our product team, so you guys can kind of see the faces behind the magic.
They'll give you more insight on that. Yeah, WeVideo is actually going to be celebrating a 10-year anniversary soon, 10 years. So this has been a product long in the works, long in the making before Max and I joined the team.
Yeah. And then quick thing to add to the previous question about the music. There's always more music being added to our stock media library through Storyblocks. So if you don't see something now, you could later. Next question. This one is from the Sloth Boy channel. What does frames per second mean? I'm going to direct that towards you, Tyler.
All right, frames per second. Let's see if we can do a quick overview of that. It's basically it's a setting that you'll find within your camera. A lot of phones will default to 24 frames per second, which mostly resembles film. But basically, all it is showing you is how many frames are being displayed per second, as the name implies. So like 60 frames per second is a lot more frames a second. It's going to look a lot more crisp and refined to our eyes. And it's just how quickly the frames are refreshing. So yeah, that's the basic answer. There's a lot more technical aspect to it that you can dive deep into and understand. But yeah, 120 frames per second or higher frame rates are going to allow you to slow footage down a lot easier. And vice versa, 24 is going to look a lot more natural to our eyes.
Awesome. This next one is from One Eel Connection. Can you explain the new from template in the main menu?
Yeah, definitely. Could go over templates real quick.
Yeah, so this is something that we've continuously kind of been building out, and our goal is to only increase this more. But this just means that you can pick a pre-existing template and start with that.
Yeah. So you could see I clicked on that new template, and if you actually go into the browse all, you can see the library of templates. So this template library is something that's always being updated, and we are working hard to create more of these. So there's a ton of different options here for different holidays, ones that are aimed more at businesses, social media posts. You can find lots of different templates within this library. And depending on your plan, you can also create your own templates. So you can see here, we created our animated intro for Tuesday Tips and then made a template out of that. And that just allows me to quickly use that template because we, obviously are going to need to recreate that for each week.
Yeah, so this that feature is unique to the WeVideo business plan, which a nice little segue here is what you can get a free year of if you are chosen at random this week. But basically, you can win a free year by going, there it is, go to the Tuesday Tips and Tricks landing page, put your email in there at the top, and be entered to win 1 year free of the business plan. All right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we covered that fully, but templates, just real quick, we can hop into one of the templates from the library just to show you how those work. Let's go with, we'll use this one. Start editing. And these basically allow you to just drag and drop your clips within these clips and adjust these titles to be whatever you like and just provide a great starting point. So check those out, play around with them, make them your own.
Let us know if that didn't answer your question. Meanwhile, next question. Not sure if this was asked. How do you become an affiliate with WeVideo? This one's from Lance Quest. This is a great question. So you can become a WeVideo affiliate. It's really easy. Anyone can do it. You're going to want to go to WeVideo.com. You can be on any page and scroll to the very bottom, the footer of WeVideo's website, and you'll see, I think, 5 different columns. The middle column under company has, I think, something halfway down called affiliates. And you can sign up by clicking that link there. We'll also paste that link in the comment section as well. Perfect. Yeah, so if anyone, it's probably a good chance to plug this too. You can become a WeVideo affiliate, and anyone who uses your unique affiliate link and signs up for WeVideo, you get a percentage of that portion that they pay. So whether they pay by month or pay annually, you will receive a portion of that commission for the first year. It's a great way to make some extra money by just kind of referring WeVideo to your friends, family, peers.
Yeah, especially if you already have a great YouTube following and you use WeVideo, take advantage of that program.
Yeah, we've got plenty of people who do this and got some really high earners as well. So definitely a cool thing to check out. All right. Next question from the Sloth Boy channel. Are you going to add more text options? Sorry for all the questions. No worries. Yes, this is planned. We plan on adding more text options. This next one is from Linessa Frazier. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. Is there any way to change, add, or take away something in my video and not have to move everything else? I absolutely WeVideo. love WeVideo maybe, and use it a lot.
All right, that's a great question. Let's hop into the editor and we can show you the situation in which that might happen. Yeah, so let's say we're editing a timeline like this, got a ton of different layers, and then I decide, shoot, this clip here, I really don't need it, but how am I going to delete and then adjust all these different clips to fix that hole that we just created, right? So the easiest way to do this is just hit Command A if you're on Mac, right click, close gaps, and that's so that Command A highlighted all the clips in our timeline, and that's just going to fill that in like that. Or alternatively, you can just drag, hold Shift, drag, select the clips you want, and then just drag them over to that section. So there's a couple ways to do that. I think that was the question, right? How do we get rid of something and then...
Yeah, or maybe it's insert a new track. We'll have to elaborate if we're not clear. Next question. Are you doing anything special on September 20th? That's when the first video on the channel was posted. Guess I'll just have to wait and find out. That is a ways out.
I don't think we were aware that was our first.
Yeah, it's news to me. So maybe we'll see. Awesome. All right. Well, let's kind of jump back into the editor, Tyler, and go over this last cool feature that we did, and then if any more questions come in, we'll get to those.
Cool. That sounds good. All right. So let's real quick go over Max on the screen and how we went about doing that. So I'm going to actually hop into a different project, and we're going to show you how we created this background, and then we're able to animate it so it actually starts here and zooms out. Let me hop into my dashboard, and we'll pull up Max screen content and edit this. So one of the cool things about WeVideo is, let's say we have a green screen situation like this. Basically what's happening here is we have Max. If I go in, reset our color keying tab, you'll see this was just shot on a green screen. So cancel that.
It's all very flattering frames.
Yeah, let's find a better one for you. Oh, we might be out of luck.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see the green screen is showing clips underneath. So we have our palm tree background, fireballs, lightning, and we want to put this onto a TV. But in order to animate this, we would have to go into each one of these clips and do an animation on the background for each one. And that's going to take a lot of time, right? So an easier way to go about doing this is we just go ahead and finish. So you can see that process. Click finish. We would select a quality that we want and hit export. What that's going to do is basically flatten out this clip and make it into one clip. So when I go back into my dashboard and into my main project, you can see that when I go into my exports folder, I have that clip of Max already flattened out. So it's one clip now, and that allows me to actually animate this with one animation. So starting here, ending there. And that just opens up a lot more opportunities for effects. So by flattening out or finishing your video, you actually can stack animation effects on different clips, and really open up a lot of different opportunities for some cool effects.
Yeah, this process of just basically kind of exporting something midway through and then using it as its own clip is, I think, something we often forget about and is really useful.
Yeah.
Particularly, we did probably a couple months ago at this point, did an episode on how to make a virtual choir video. And that was something that actually I didn't think of. Where if you're doing a choir video like 30 people, rather than trying to do 30 tracks, just doing it in groups of 4, because it's easy to do, split your screen into 4 different frames, 4 different kind of windows, and then export each one. And then once you have that, you can then basically do it again and again, and you'll hit 30.
Yeah, exactly. When we get into a project that starts looking like this, I mean, this is pretty manageable. We only have 4 video tracks and 4 audio tracks. But if you do get to a point in your project where you're having to scroll a lot, it's starting to feel very complicated and hard to control, maybe think about finishing it, starting a new project with that clip, and then it's going to become much more manageable. You can add on to that clip, you can animate that clip, you can continue to edit and take out portions of it, but you've just shrunk all these layers down into one. So it's a very powerful way to consolidate things.
Yeah, so we did have another question come in, Tyler. This one, there it is, from the Sloth Boy channel. Is there any way to copy a clip from one area of the video and place it to another place in the video? So there's a couple ways to do this. The first, probably the kind of most intuitive, I think, is you can use your standard Control-C, which is copy, or Command-C if you're on a Mac, to copy stuff and then paste it, doing Control-V, or this is what Tyler does all the time. You hold Shift and click.
Yeah, that's going to create an exact duplicate. So if I click on my clip I want to duplicate, hold Shift, and then I can drag it to a new track. And
yeah, so this is good, I think, if you're copying something right away in the immediate vicinity on your track. If you want to copy something and paste something way further down and don't want to drag it all the way, that's when you would probably opt to use the Control-C, Control-V method.
Yeah, 2 ways to do it. None is more right or wrong.
Awesome. All right, cool. Thanks again to everyone who's joined us. A lot of participation this week. A lot of participation. Once again, one more time, one more reminder. We are giving away 1-year free subscription to the WeVideo business plan. You can go and be entered to win by going to our Tuesday Tips and Tricks landing page, putting your email into the option at the top. And next week, during next week's live show, we'll be announcing the winner who will be chosen at random. And again, if you've already subscribed days, weeks past, that's okay. Just throw your email down again, and you'll be entered into that pool.
And do they need to be tuned in next week, Max, or?
You don't necessarily need to be tuned in next week. However, if you want to be the first to hear it, that's where you'll find out.
Yeah, definitely tune in, but it's not necessary. We understand people
shoot you an email, and so let's say you already are on an annual plan and have 6 months left, then we can just add this 1 year to the end of that, or we've got options, but make sure you check that out. Awesome. Let me just do a quick scan here, see if we have any new questions. If not, it doesn't look like we do, then that's a wrap. Oh man, long one. Episode 50. Thanks again, everyone who joined us. Couldn't have gotten here without you. You got anything to add, Tyler?
No, thanks for tuning in, guys. A lot of great questions today, and yeah, join that contest. Doesn't hurt, and it's a great prize. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully this is helpful for you to provide some instant feedback on your editing questions, and share those videos that you make in WeVideo. It's always inspiring to see what's coming from the WeVideo community. So thank you once again.
Tag WeVideo on Instagram, Facebook, post in the channel. We love to see it. Get featured on Tuesday Tips. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks again, everyone. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye, guys.